Let's go to our next caller at the 630 area code. Caller from 630. Go ahead.
Hey, David, what's going on?
How you doing? Who's this?
It's me, Ruben. Remember when I called you 2 months ago or 3 months ago about going on whether you go on Joe Rogan's podcast?
I do vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Did you see the podcast with? Well, this is not going to be my main question, but did you see the podcast with Jimmy Dore and Kyle Kalinske?
I saw about 90 seconds of each.
Say that again.
I saw about a minute and a half of each of those.
I watched both of them. They were pretty fantastic. I would love to see you and Sam Cedar go on one day.
I'm glad to go on any time, by all means.
Yeah. Okay. Now moving on. Now these were the main questions. Now my main question. Conservative and comedian Steven Crowder, right?
I'm familiar with him. Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason why I brought him up was because 2 weeks ago he got suspended from Twitter for a week because of a video that he posted where an intern of his crashed at an LGBTQ event in Texas. And after he posted it, hours later, YouTube deleted the video, and Twitter decided to suspend his account for a week. And after that, like he eventually got his Twitter account back, and he was able to post the video, but he had to blur out some of the stuff.
Okay.
But like an intern of his, like when he crashed in, he literally dressed up as a computer. But I don't know what they were trying to do. I think it was just for comedy. But I mean, I could go into the whole story, but I don't want to like waste your time. But
Okay.
my question to you is like, what are your thoughts on him getting suspended on Twitter for a week?
Listen, I don't know anything about this story, and of course, I have no way of knowing if it's as you describe it or if there's key pieces of information missing. Here's my personal view is I am close to a free speech absolutist in that anything short of an incitement to violence or criminality, like speech, which would include a video that is criminal in some way, I believe should just sort of be allowed to exist. At the same time, I have to recognize the right of companies like Google, which owns YouTube and Twitter, to establish and enforce terms of service, even if I disagree with them. And my sort of power as a consumer is to choose not to use those platforms if I feel like their terms of service don't agree with what I think they should be.
So here's the thing, David. The thing is, the video, this was not violent. It was just crashing in at an event, just for a joke and comedy. Look, I don't agree with Crowder on a lot of topics. I think he's overall an obnoxious human being.
Okay.
But overall, I don't think he should not be banned on Twitter. I've seen some of his videos, and I agree with him on guns and abortion. But overall, I don't think he should have been suspended from Twitter over that video.
Okay, but you do recognize Twitter's right to have the terms of service that they want to and to suspend users at their discretion, right? You respect that right of a private company.
No, I respect their right. I mean, they can do whatever they want. But
Right.
I'm just saying overall, like, I mean, I know I am defending Crowder, but
You are, okay.
I'm just trying to defend both sides and like pretend that like I support like my opposition's right to do whatever they want, even though I don't agree with them.
Okay.
And
All right, very good.
like
Well,
to
glad you
stay
made that
open.
point. We know you're defending both sides, and I'm not familiar with the story, but at least I've been able to explain my view, generally speaking, on this issue.